Hello everyone, I'm Renown Zero. We are back again talking about Shane Davis because apparently, of course, it got memed into oblivion on a live stream where EVS decided to do yet another sketch about me because it seems to me my channel with 2.3k subs, and I appreciate everyone who has subscribed, and I definitely appreciate all the people who have become members of the channel, who have ever super chatted or super thanks on the channel. I absolutely appreciate all of you, whether or not you have sent me money or did donations or become a member or anything like that. I appreciate everyone equally. But it seems to me I've also hurt the fifis of Shane Davis because he decided to, of course, join in on the sketching of me, or, a terrible sketch, if you will. And, of course, he had told me that, he got a good $200 out of 10 minutes of work, which is obviously more money than his books sell on the aftermarket, but that's beside the point. But we are going to start here, of course, where I say, when your own fans are based. Gay beans is a bundle of sticks from Australia, the same continent that got defeated by emus and had these types of camps. Not all Australians are like this. Don't be a gay beans. By the way, cry about this to EVS because I know you'll see it. Shout out to Strike Hard 1984. Where he decides he's going to do this, and my, fan of mine says, and? Because what does any of this have to do with the fact that you're a crybaby back B-word, and you're sitting up here crying about me daily and thinking that you're going to be doing something? All you're really showing to the world is how much of a POS you are, and how much anybody you associate with, in New CG, are also POSs because they, are for this. They're actually for the thing you're trying to do, which is, dox me and all that stuff. Put out my name or whatever you're trying to do. It's very weird how obsessed you are with a grown man. Meanwhile, you're literally following someone and you tattletale like a little bitter bee all the time to yet another grown man who's obsessed with another grown man. Try to follow along. It's crazy to me how you claim to be married, but yet you're sitting here trying to obsess over me like a little weirdo. But we're going to move on to what we're really going to be talking about, which is this right here, where Shane Davis obviously drew this in 10 minutes rather than, working on Inglorious Rex 3, which is his next project, which I am not going to get because I no longer support this smug individual. So I say, nice to see Shane Davis, or as I call him, Smug Davis, joining in the cope session and showing everyone how much I live rent-free in your head. LMAO. Hashtag this is Comicsgate. Hashtag New CG. Hashtag Comicsgate. My 2.3k channel hurts the fifis of washed-up comic pros daily. You love to see it. It's very interesting to me that he wants to sit up here and act as if he's not doing anything bad, but my thumbnails, but putting you in my thumbnails is hurting your fifis. And then I say, just remember, when you disagree with Shane Davis and Ethan Man Sciver as a repeat customer, they will be extremely quick to disregard you. They are no better than the comic pros they claim to be against. These clowns went full mask off when they couldn't get their way from trying to look better than Eric July as professionals. Even after all the smears and lies and me completely ignored, they still claim to be about the comics as their campaigns dip in backers and revenue. Good luck with that. For a small channel like mine to have such an impact on how you behave is astonishing to me. And then you want to sit here and say, how did I disregard you? And you're not about the comics, and your comics are great, when I literally see you doing crap like this. I literally see you doing crap like that. You also have this clown being like, oh, you'll be Eric's last 3 customers. And I said, so one less customer than you. If we are Eric's last 3 customers, that means you have none because you have less customers than him now, Brainlit. Go do another 1,000 more trash casts, and when Yellow Flash embarrasses you with artwork from a better artist than you, you'll start coping and seething over that too. I'm sure you'll make 1,000 more trash casts over Yellow Flash being successful because for some reason you invented trash casts to be flash casts and to try to steal Yellow Flash's audience as a spite podcast, similar to how you did Friday Night Trash as the real FNT because you wish that's what your podcasts were on caliber or on the same level as the real FNT Friday Night Tights. You wish that was where you were, but you're not. You're absolutely not. Of course, like I said, it gets memed with green card, Mommy Yanzi Lynn. I said, classic, is she on the farm with the moist back frog? Which I did ask him to put her on the same meme as, the moist back frog. However, just remember, your fearsome comic book got outdone by a magazine, bruh. By a magazine that costs less money than this book. This fearsome comic book costs $40 for 50 pages of story. 50 pages of story. This is actual 2 comics in one. This is a magazine with 16 pages of a story comic. Which, by the way, I'm going to roast you even further. And now how I'm going to do that? You put out a preview book for said full comic that has 11 pages of story and art for $25. The Ripazine is $7 for 16 pages of story and art, for at least Ripazine 2, and it's even 13 pages of story and art from the first Ripazine. So you're charging, what, $18 more? $18 more for a preview book for a bigger book, and they're charging $7 for a short story for 2 different characters that could possibly turn into full-blown series that'll probably outsell your fearsome book as well. I hope it does. I hope both Saoirse and Salvage PI become full books and outsell your fearsome book. I cannot wait to see that happen and you go on to cope even further. Because the bad writing that you claim Eric July has, bad writing, meanwhile people are looking forward to more Salvage PI, and you definitely can't sit up here and talk about the Saoirse art when it's drawn by Kanan White, because it's funny how you ended up suggesting Kanan White to Eric, and now Kanan White makes more money working for Eric than working for you. That's the funniest part about all of this. The fact that a guy you suggested to Eric makes more money working for Eric than he ever did working for you. That must really sting you so hard. And I want you to remember that. I want you to remember that 2 books that have preview stories in them have more story, more artwork, and are cheaper. And people actually already have the Ripazine #1 and will probably have Ripazine #2 before you even get that preview book out or even the full comic out to people. So that must really sting and hurt your fifis that a guy who is up and coming, again, is besting you at your own craft. That he could have Kanan White making more money working for the Rippaverse than he ever did working for you. Thank you all for checking out this video. I really do appreciate all the new subscribers, returning subscribers, new viewers, and returning viewers. If you do like this video, hit the like button. Comment below what you feel about all of this. Subscribe for more content. Hit the bell for notifications. Set the bell to all. That way you'll get a notification anytime I post a new video or live stream. If you want to further support the channel, there is a join button down below. You can join for just $1 a month. You get access to emojis during live streams. If you don't want to spend the buck, don't sweat it. Just come hang out at the live streams Mondays and Wednesdays, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every week, and I'll see you all on the next one. Peace.